one that you find. If you go to a market, you try to find this, it will be thinner. And this is very interesting because they grow in a very fresh water that comes from the limestone. And because of that, they are extra fatter.
Hi, I'm Alison. I'm a Malaysian, and this is my first time to Pulau Perhentian with tour guide Johnson. I highly recommend tour guide Johnson because everything was organized, everything was taken care of, and he always had my safety and well-being in mind.
Guys, this is Johnson for Johnson Malaysia. One place you should not miss when you are in Ipoh is this street that is colorful, and this is a street that you come for have your dinner. So I'm gonna go and venture into this street and I'll show you the famous tauge or the bean sprout that is found.
Definitely this is an eye-catching street. It looks so shiny on both sides and beautiful color on this street. Now this street is known as the Yau Tet Shin, known as the Tauge or Big Boss, who came from South China and made his fortune in Ipoh. He was a Koolie and he became a Tauge or Big Boss, and he treated his subordinate, his Koolie, so well, and people respect him. And along this street he built so many houses, so many shop lots, and he became a very important and rich man in Ipoh.
At night, people ask me, what do you have in Ipoh? What kind of food? You have plenty of food, especially the Chinese food that you can find here. Now I'm going to look at around here. You can find almost every corner there is different type of stalls, especially they are selling Tauge Ayam or bean sprout chicken, and each of them they have their own recipe, lawong, and also you have a ongki Tauge Ayam. Now just opposite of this you can see these are the biscuits. These biscuits are traditional biscuits that found here. Coming to Ipoh, surely they will come and have their traditional Chinese biscuits that is sold here. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go try the Ongki restaurant over here. Let's check out with this gentleman here. Wow, that's boiling. They prepare that manner. So we have the flat rice noodle and also the bihun over this side, and there are different type of sauces.
The cucumber as the base, and this is the steamed chicken. Most of the chicken is steamed chicken, and I believe they are free range chicken. And you see how expert these people handling the chicken, the way they cut it into pieces and the bone just comes out from this flesh. So they prepare this on a plate, and then they will rinse with the hot boiling broth, chicken broth, and to make it warmer, and they will serve.
Tauge Ayam or the chicken bean sprout that is so famous in Ipoh. Now why they say the Ipoh bean sprout is so wonderful? Because of most of the water that comes around this Ipoh area is actually from the limestone, and due to that there is an extra taste into the tauge. So I've ordered today the famous chicken and also the flat rice noodle and also the tauge itself, and we have some ginger, and let me show you.
The bean sprout with bring on the onion top. You have the juicy chicken with the very tender. We have the ginger with the garlic and flat rice noodle on a very piping hot. And we have this homemade chili, the chopstick, the chili, and also the soya sauce. So these are the things that you need to really enjoy this wonderful meal. Let me grab the piece of this chicken on my chopstick. It's a really yummy yum. This flat rice noodle is so smooth, silky, and with the sesame oil and also soya sauce blending into it perfectly. Spring onion and boiled in a chicken broth. It's excellent. Let me add some chili. This is not the chili that you get it from the fast food type of restaurants, but these are homemade. That is the spring onion that is found. The spring onion, when you eat, it gives a nice taste. The chili plays a very important taste enhancer, and also each of the restaurant normally they will have their own traditional ingredient, traditional recipe.
This bean sprout, it is not the normal bean sprout that you find. But this bean sprout is actually, as this is actually found in the Ipoh side, because the bean sprout, each of it, it's thicker than the normal one that you find. If you go to a market, you try to find this, it will be thinner. And this is very interesting because they grow in a very fresh water that comes from the limestone. And because of that, they are extra fatter.
What is Malaysian without having an extra spice? So I'm gonna grab some chili, which this chili are little boy with a super strength spice. If you're not familiar with chilies, I wouldn't recommend you to take these because they are really hot. Of course, not to forget, add with the soya sauce.
Ginger. Wow. A bit of
Let me grab the crispy bean sprout and put it on my spoon. There's some coriander leaf on top to enhance the taste. I'm gonna go ahead and add the flat rice noodle, the chicken, not forgetting the garlic ginger paste. The ginger got a lot of goodness. I'm gonna add the ginger paste on top of it with soya sauce, and also the chili. That is one mouthful of wonderful flavor of Tauge Ayam.
Really guys, add some of this. Add a bit of chicken on top. That's great. Very tasty.
The bean sprout is crisp, fresh and juicy.
The ginger is excellent.
I'm done. Fantastic meal. I had wonderful, excellent food.
Now to the night market, where if you come around this area after your meal, you can go for night market, which is just next to the restaurant.
Just across from the restaurant that I had my food, Ong Ki, is Ong Ki. The difference is just one word between both of them. And I asked the owner what about the other side, who started before Ong Ki, and they are actually brothers according to the owner of the restaurant that I had my food, or Ong Ki. I want to show this restaurant that is across the road on the other side, and especially for those who unable or can't for religious purpose have pork,
because most of the people in Ipoh are Chinese, and they have a different way of, they have a different food. They serve pork and so forth. Therefore, for the Muslim, they might feel a bit skeptical which stall or which restaurant can I go. So no worries, around this area there is a lot called Konda Kondi. The word Konda Kondi is actually a Tamil word for a particular sport which they use a stick and they throw to run. So it's an ancient Indian sport. They serve Western Muslim cuisine.
the halal Western food. Beside this, there is just across from here, about 200 meters from here, there is another restaurant called the Nasi Ganja. I will share with you in another video.
This is another place that you can come for your dessert. So you see rows of street stalls around this area.
I had a full Tauge Ayam, fantastic food, but I still want to go and look at this particular area, which is about 200 meters from Konda Kondi. Is this road which is next to a famous theater or cinema in the past. This particular road offers wonderful desserts. So after having your dinner, come over here to have some dessert. But for me, for me at this time, I'm unable to have. But let me show you this place.
As you can see, a range of roja. Roja is something you must try, and I will put it at the end of the YouTube, that you can click to it and you'll see what is roja. So they have roja, but this roja here is the Chinese style. Then you have the bubo. Bubo is actually porridge. Then you have a lot of other different type of desserts in this row, and they are very cheap. The street food of the Ipoh town, just next to a Chinese school.
So guys, if you're coming to Malaysia, don't forget to contact johnsonmalaysia.com for your excellent, wonderful, beautiful tour in Malaysia. Licensed tourist guide. If you would like to join me in the food tour, heritage tour, forest walk, or adventure, don't forget to contact johnsonmalaysia.com, and I will see you in another video. Bye.